Motivation is a friend who shows up every once in a while and leaves without saying goodbye. She arrives on a New Year's Monday in an inspiring video, in a conversation that stirred something in you. She gets you up early, writing your list of goals, feeling that fire in your chest that promises this time it'll be different. And then, a few days later, she's simply gone. And you're left there, alone, staring at your list of goals, wondering what happened to all that fire. If that's ever happened to you, I need to tell you something with real care. There's nothing wrong with you. That's human. The problem isn't motivation leaving. The problem is building your whole life expecting it to stay. Motivation is an emotion, and emotion, by nature, is fleeting. It rises and falls like a tide. It depends on how you slept, your mood that day, a piece of good or bad news, the weather outside. Relying on motivation to sustain an entire life is like building a house on the tide and being surprised when it collapses. The men I've admired most over the years, and I've known many in many different professions, weren't the most motivated. They were the most disciplined. They worked on the days they felt like it, and worked with the same quality on the days they felt nothing at all. Discipline doesn't ask how you're feeling. It simply asks, what needs to get done today? And it does it. That doesn't mean ignoring exhaustion or your body's limits. It just means you stop treating desire as a prerequisite for action. Years ago, I interviewed a coach who trained athletes across 4 different Olympics, producing champions in every one. I asked him what the real secret was for the athletes who actually made it to the top. He laughed and said something I didn't expect. The champions aren't the ones who love training the most. They're the ones who train even on the days they hate it. He told me about a swimmer, one of the best he'd ever coached, who once showed up to the pool at 5 in the morning in freezing winter, saying openly, "I hate this. I hate being here right now," and got in the water anyway. Did the whole workout with zero motivation, simply because he'd decided months earlier that this was part of who he was. The coach told me a line I've carried with me ever since. Motivation is what gets you started. Discipline is what keeps you going long after motivation has left the building. That swimmer, years later, stood on an Olympic podium. And when a reporter asked for the secret, he didn't talk about talent. He talked about that freezing morning and all the others just like it. This completely changes how we should think about goals and life change. The question isn't, how do I get motivated? That question, deep down, is a trap, because you'll spend more energy chasing motivation than actually acting. The right question is different. What system, what routine, what structure can I build that works even on the days I don't feel like it at all? That means reducing your dependence on willpower, deciding when to wake up, when to train, when to work in advance, when your mind is calm and clear, and then simply following through on the decision, without reopening the negotiation every single day. Because every time you negotiate with yourself in the morning, you spend energy. And the disciplined man saves that energy, because he already decided and the decision is already made. I ask you, in what area of your life are you waiting for motivation to show up instead of just acting? Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's that project you've been putting off for months. Maybe it's a hard conversation you've been avoiding. You don't need to feel like it. You just need to decide once, and then honor that decision day after day, with or without fire in your chest. If you decide, starting today, to stop waiting to feel like it, here's an invitation. Write it now in the comments. I choose discipline. 3 words. No need to promise anything beyond that. And next time your motivation disappears halfway through, come back, reread what you wrote, And remember, you already decided. Motivation is a flash fire. It burns fast, lights up bright, and goes out just as quickly. Discipline is the ember that stays lit underneath, quiet, unremarkable, but capable of keeping you warm through the whole cold night. Don't wait to feel like it. Start anyway, and over time you'll notice, discipline builds a life far more solid than motivation ever could.